The most mouth-watering barbecue recipes you must try. When the sun is shining, and even if it's not, there's nothing quite like firing up the barbecue for incredible outdoor cooking and eating. These are our most delicious barbecue recipes, from simple starters and mouth-watering mains to delectable desserts. Alongside juicy burgers, tender ribs, and finger-licking chicken, there are some great new barbecue sides and plenty of inspiration for meatless grilling. Jamaican pepper shrimp. Cooking large shrimp on the barbecue adds a wonderful smokiness you don't get from cooking on the stove. Shrimp take just a few minutes on each side, and if you have a fish grill, that makes them easier to flip. Once cooked, they are drenched in a fiery butter and laced with Scotch bonnet chilies, which are super hot, so adjust according to taste, garlic, spring onions, and thyme. Serve with crusty bread to dunk in the juices. Grilled avocado salad with tahini dressing. Grilling avocados is a good trick if they are a little underripe. Here, the avocado is combined with grilled baby carrots and broccoli as well as roasted tomatoes cooked on a barbecue plate or heavy baking sheet. Add some cooked wild rice, lemon, basil, and mint, and serve with a creamy tahini dressing on the side. Barbecued lime and chili shrimp. Here's a great way to serve big, juicy tiger shrimp. First marinate them for 30 minutes in a punchy mixture of lime, chili, garlic, fish sauce, and olive oil. Thread them onto skewers, then grill over direct heat for a few minutes until pink and cooked through, brushing with melted butter. Serve with lime wedges and sweet chili sauce to dip. Scallops with chipotle butter. If you're lucky enough to source fat, juicy, diver-caught scallops, try cooking them in their shells on the grill for added smokiness. Add a dollop of chipotle butter while they're cooking for an extra kick and to dip bread into. Mix softened butter with chipotle, fresh cilantro, crushed garlic and salt. It's all ready in 15 minutes. Barbecue shrimp with chili, ginger and cilantro. The key to these succulent barbecue shrimp is the vibrantly green, wonderfully aromatic butter. Blitz unsalted butter, garlic, ginger, cilantro, and seasoning in a food processor. Smother the butter generously over your shrimp, then grill them on the barbecue for a couple of minutes on each side. Add more butter and serve at once. Cheddar and corn smash burgers. A smash burger is exactly that, balls of patty mixture smashed onto a cast iron grill plate, or heavy baking sheet, to create lots of crunchy edges. Irresistible, make beef balls, put them on the plate, flatten with a spatula, cook one side, flip, then top it with a sweet corn, shallot, and chili mixture and slices of cheese. Build up the burger with some crisp bacon, not forgetting to scrape up all the crunchy bits from the pan. Chicken legs with Alabama sauce. Alabama sauce is a punchy mayo-based condiment flavored with horseradish, black pepper, and chili. Use half the sauce to baste the chicken legs and the rest to serve alongside the crispy crouton, garlic, rosemary, and tomato salad. Make sure to cook the chicken legs over indirect heat, otherwise, you'll end up with chicken cooked on the outside and raw in the middle. Your bird will also need a big barbecue pan, such as a cast iron grill plate. 4-spice pork kebabs. Chunks of pork are marinated in cloves, ginger, garlic, cinnamon, nutmeg, soy, and honey, overnight if you can. Thread these onto skewers with pieces of red pepper, tomato, and onion, and you're ready to cook. You do need to soak the skewers in water first to prevent them from burning. The combination of the spices and the sweet, sticky glaze will make these a real favorite. Serve with rice or in flatbreads. Barbecued cumin lamb chops. Middle East spices pair perfectly with the char of the grill. In this recipe, lamb chops are marinated for at least 2 hours in yogurt, cumin, onion, oil, and lemon. Then they're dredged in a sweet, spicy cumin rub before being cooked over direct heat. You want them to be crisp and charred on the outside, while still pink and tender in the middle. They're served with an anchovy and lemon butter, which is sharp and savory. Turmeric chicken kebabs. These chicken kebabs are incredibly Moorish. Strips of chicken breast fillet are marinated in yogurt, garlic, honey, lime, and grated fresh turmeric, which gives an earthy, almost sweet flavor. Once the chicken has marinated, thread onto skewers. They will cook quickly, but grill them just away from direct heat so the spice doesn't burn and become bitter. Barbecued ribs. You can't beat a big plate of ribs. Sticky on the outside, meltingly tender in the middle. The barbecue sauce in this recipe is made from store-cupboard ingredients and is very quick to whip up. Firstly, make a rub to marinate the meat, overnight if you can. Then slow cook in the oven to achieve that fall-apart texture. Finish the ribs off on the grill, basting regularly to build up the lovely, caramelized layer. Cook over indirect heat so they don't burn. Chicken satay with peanut sauce. This winning dish of marinated chicken served with peanut sauce is a must for the barbecue. It's straightforward to prepare, but allow time to marinate overnight. The fragrant marinade base of lemongrass, ginger, chili, garlic, and spice can be made in the food processor, and the peanut and coconut sauce with sour tamarind is all cooked in one pan. Don't cook the skewers too close to the heat or they may burn. Hot dogs with caramelized onions and homemade ketchup. No barbecue is complete without the perfect hot dog. These irresistible handhelds combine perfectly cooked sausages, homemade ketchup, and a double dose of caramelized and crispy onions. If time is tight, skip the first 5 steps of the recipe and go for store-bought sauce. It's the onions that take this dog to the next level. Grilled tuna steak with vegetable vinaigrette. Thick tuna steaks are perfect for the grill, as their high oil content means they don't dry out like small fish fillets. Swordfish would be great here too. Over direct heat, grill the tuna for a few minutes on each side so it's still pink in the center and retains its flavor. There's also smokiness in the vinaigrette. Barbecued fennel, red onion and radicchio are chopped small and mixed with fresh herbs, chili, garlic, olive oil, and sherry vinegar. Beer can chicken. It may not win prizes for looks, but cooking a whole chicken on a half-full beer can gives you a tender, moist, evenly cooked bird with lovely crisp skin. The can acts as a tripod and the beer adds steam. You can season the skin with salt and pepper or add your favorite rub. Depending on the size, the chicken will be ready in around 45 minutes. Lamb koftas. Lamb is great for grilling because it's high in fat so won't dry out and crisps up beautifully. It can also take on as much flavor and heat as you want. Don't be afraid to go big on the spicing for these lamb koftas. They're laced with cumin seeds, cilantro seeds, garlic, ras el hanout, a Middle Eastern spice mix, lemon, and mint sauce. Tandoori vegetable kebabs. Add spice to a vegetable kebab with a simple and quick marinade of yogurt, tandoori masala powder, chili, and salt. The vegetables in our recipe are sweet potato, zucchini, and red onion, but play around with what you have to hand. The skewers are served with a yogurt and cumin dressing and a bowl of lemony bulgur wheat salad. Jerk chicken. A Caribbean classic, spicy chicken with a big kick of chili. That's perfect barbecue food. This recipe uses a spatchcock chicken. To do this, cut out the backbone of the chicken with poultry shears or a knife, then put it skin side up and flatten it with your hand. The marinade, with signature flavors of chili, allspice, and ginger, is simply whizzed up in a blender. Marinate the chicken overnight if you can. Salmon, zucchini and lemon kebabs. Here's a quick and simple light meal that's ready in 20 minutes. Cubes of salmon are threaded onto skewers with ribbons of zucchini and slices of lemon. Grilling fresh lemon really intensifies the flavor. The kebabs are served with a fresh herb and garlic yogurt sauce. Try it with potato salad and green leaves. Lamb and chorizo burger with apricot salsa. Try a burger with a difference using ground lamb and cooking chorizo. The chorizo cuts through the richness of the lamb to add heat and spice. It's served with a lovely fresh salsa, made from apricots, mint, onion, lemon, and chili. You could also use peaches if apricots are hard to track down. Barbecued salmon. Barbecuing a whole side of salmon is quick and easy. There's a simple marinade to make with soy sauce, mirin, and chili, and it cooks quickly, resulting in tender flesh and crisp skin. Once cooked, the fish is dressed with sesame oil, soy, and fresh lime. A punchy chimichurri herb sauce would also balance the richness of the salmon. Porchetta-style pork kebabs. Porchetta is the term for a large piece of boned and rolled pork stuffed with herbs and slow cooked. This is a speedier version that emulates those fabulous herby flavors, with chunks of pork tenderloin briefly marinated and then skewered on rosemary sprigs. The result is meltingly tender meat, crisp on the outside and infused with herbs. They're served with cannellini beans and halves of char-grilled lemon. Chinese-style ribs in beer. To achieve sticky, glazed, and charred ribs, first marinate in garlic, ginger, various store-cupboard ingredients such as tomato ketchup, and a Chinese beer. You can use any hoppy lager, though. The ribs are slow-cooked in the oven until tender, then finished on the grill. You can even cook them in the oven a few hours in advance, then grill over direct heat when you're ready to serve. Spatchcock chicken with green beans. A spatchcock chicken, with the backbone removed, gives a butterfly effect and means the bird cooks much more quickly and evenly. There's a 30-minute marinade in olive oil and thyme before grilling to infuse it with flavor. It's served with grilled green beans, spring onions, and charred lemons that have a fabulously smoky citrus flavor. Chicken shish kebab. Recreate the taste of the Middle East with this great recipe. Chunks of chicken thighs are marinated in buttermilk, spices, garlic, hot pepper paste, lemon, and onion. It's best to leave it overnight in the fridge for maximum flavor. The chicken is threaded on skewers with vegetables before grilling. Go all out and make the accompanying condiments, garlic sauce, slaw, and lemon pickle, or just use store-bought. Salmon burgers. If you fancy a lighter burger, this fresh and flavorsome salmon one is it. The fish is mixed with Greek yogurt, horseradish, mustard, anchovies, capers, chili, and fresh herbs. The patties need to be chilled for around an hour before cooking, then they're served with a herby yogurt sauce. Use burger buns or toasted pita, adding salad for extra crunch. Spiced beef skewers. Make this succulent Middle Eastern street food at home with ease. Ground beef is mixed with spices, garlic, onion, parsley, and pine nuts, threaded on skewers, then grilled for around 10 minutes until charred and juicy. So good. The skewers are topped with marinated onion slices, sumac, and parsley, then served on a slick of hummus with grilled flatbreads. Soy marinated ribs. The key to making these fragrant pork ribs tender is an initial salt brine. Then they're cooked in a sweet and sour marinade that handily doubles up as the basting sauce. The marinade is soy-based, with sugar, mirin, citrus, garlic, ginger, and chili. Finish the ribs off on the grill and baste frequently to achieve the sticky result everyone loves. Skirt steak with chimichurri. Skirt, or hanger, steak is a cheap cut, but it's packed with flavor. It needs fast cooking over high, direct heat and should be eaten rare. Here it's served with chimichurri, an Argentinian herb sauce with chili, garlic, olive oil, lemon, and red wine vinegar. Make it a few hours ahead so the flavors have a chance to develop. Store it in the refrigerator and allow it to come to room temperature before serving. Classic cheeseburger. Here are a couple of useful tips to ensure the perfect cheeseburger. A minimum of 20% fat is ideal. The patties shouldn't be too neat or flat, as you want the fat to render around the burger. If the meat sticks to the grill, don't try to move it. When it's done on that side, you'll be able to flip it. Then pile high with cheese, shredded lettuce, red onion, pickles, whatever you like. Chicken parm subs. Chicken parm subs could easily become a barbecue staple after a bite of one of these. Coat skinless chicken breasts in panko breadcrumbs and fry hard and fast in melted butter. Serve in buttered sub rolls and load with grated mozzarella, handfuls of parmesan, and healthy dollops of homemade marinara sauce. Barbecued ribeye steak. Barbecued ribeye steak is a delicious alternative to burgers and ribs. Lightly oiled and grilled directly over the heat, these steaks need just 2 minutes per side to get perfectly pink in the middle. Leave them to rest while you char some asparagus and serve it all with homemade teriyaki sauce. Chicken skewers with chicken skin crumbs. The sticky glaze on these crispy chicken skewers is what makes them so special. The chicken needs to be marinated overnight and then grilled to bring out the syrupy, umami flavors of Korean barbecue. But the pièce de résistance is the chicken skin crumbs. You'll wonder where they've been all your life. Chili pork spare ribs. Ken Home takes pork spare ribs up a level with this make-ahead recipe. Separate the ribs into individual ribs and deep fry them before braising them in a spicy stock for an hour. Chill in the fridge until needed and then finish on the barbecue for only 20 minutes. Serve simply with a garnish of spring onions. Barbecued mackerel. Oh, you just can't beat a spankingly fresh mackerel cooked over coals. They're inexpensive, quick to cook, and easy to prepare. You can serve the fish simply with a squeeze of lemon or add a little chili and soy sauce once it's cooked. If you love grilled fish and seafood, it's worth investing in a fish grill to make cooking fast and fuss-free. Barbecue flank steak and bulgur salad. Michel Roux Jr. offers 2 dishes for the price of 1 in this straightforward recipe. For a crowd-pleasing side, finish the bulgur salad with feta and black olives and drizzle with a zesty dressing of Dijon mustard and lemon. The mustard-brushed flank steak is fried hot and fast for 3 minutes on each side. Any longer and you risk overcooking it. Stuffed sweet potatoes. Cooking sweet potatoes over coals takes them to new heights. Make sure your barbecue is hot and wrap the seasoned and oiled spuds tightly in foil. You can tell when they're cooked by pressing down on them with your tongs. If they feel soft, they're ready. Then it's time to stuff the sweet, smoky flesh with cheese, sour cream, chives, cooked bacon, and smoked paprika. Texas hash. Ground beef at a barbecue is usually reserved for the burgers, but this Texas hash makes a classy alternative. Fry the same 20% fat beef over the coals and mix with onion, celery, garlic, spices, tomatoes, and rice. Once cooked, finish with spoonfuls of soured cream and handfuls of cheddar. Korean barbecue kalbi with ssamjang sauce. Korean barbecue newbies will be blown away by these short beef ribs. Ingredients such as doenjang and gochujang may sound intimidating, but they are easy to find online and the recipe is simple to put together. The key is to marinate the ribs for as long as possible, cook it fast, and serve it immediately. They'll be snapped up in seconds. Spinach, tomato and mushroom burger. This isn't any old mushroom burger. Thick slices of tomato are marinated in soy, rice vinegar, sugar, onion, chili, and ginger. The mushrooms are cooked with fresh herb butter. The spinach is wilted in garlic and chili. Then all the elements are piled high in toasted burger buns. It's amazing how you have such a taste sensation from simple ingredients. Barbecued gnocchi and pesto skewers. Grilling just blanched store-bought gnocchi over coals turns them crunchy and crisp, meaning they're a great addition to a vegetable skewer. Mix the gnocchi with chunks of red and yellow pepper, then char them all on the barbecue and smother with a pesto and lemon dressing. You can make this dish your own by mixing and matching the vegetables and dressing. The tips are in the recipe. Zucchini and halloumi skewers. A side that will steal the show, these veggie skewers are a must for any barbecue. Halloumi is a great choice for cooking over coals because it caramelizes and chars wonderfully on the outside but doesn't melt. The salty flavor pairs perfectly with zucchini, and threading them onto 2 skewers will make the kebabs more stable on the grill. Once cooked, they're finished off with a chili and mint dressing. Vegan burgers. Your vegan friends don't need to miss out with this barbecue burger. The patty is a mix of mushrooms, kidney beans, oats, rice, herbs, balsamic vinegar, miso paste, and garlic. You can even make vegan bacon with a really smart trick using baked rice paper and whip up a plant-based mayo whizzed in the blender. Chipotle, mushroom and black bean burgers. Smoky and spicy, these vegan burgers really pack a punch. Mushrooms, black beans, and peanut butter make the base, which is spiced up with cumin, chipotle, lime, and garlic. Simply whiz up the ingredients in a food processor, make into patties, then bake them in the oven and finish on the barbecue to get that smoky taste. Serve with lime wedges, chopped salted peanuts, and fresh cilantro. Mexican-style corn. Here's a riff on the Mexican street food favorite, elote. Instead of serving the cobs with the traditional cheese, cotija, this recipe spreads them with a garlic and herb cream cheese. You could also crumble over feta instead. Once the corn is cooked, smother it with flavored butter made with lime, fresh cilantro, garlic, and chili before adding the cheese. Grilled lettuce with buttermilk dressing. If the grill is ready to go, why not try this really quick side dish? Firm varieties of lettuce hold together well, so experiment with romaine, baby gem, endive, or radicchio. The lettuce just takes a couple of minutes to grill, then drizzle over a buttermilk dressing with garlic, yogurt, and lemon. Add toasted almonds and slices of avocado for a salad with a difference. Barbecued okra. If your memory of okra is as something a little slimy, think again. When cooked on the grill in a barbecue basket, it's sweet, grassy, crisp, and crunchy. A seasoning mixture of sea salt, fresh herbs, onion and garlic powder, chili, crushed fennel seeds, and oil completes the dish. Serve with dips as a side or snack. Flame-grilled spiced corn. Here's an easy recipe for barbecued corn with an Indian twist. If you buy corn still in the husk, peel it back and use it for turning the cob while it's on the grill. The corn is charred on its own, then smothered in butter. Serve with wedges of lemon and a mix of chaat masala and chili powder. Dip the lemon into the spice, then rub and squeeze over the corn. You can also use garam masala. Barbecued potatoes with tarragon and peanuts. Cooking potatoes on the grill gives them wonderfully crisp skin while retaining their soft, fluffy centers. The stunning dressing turns this into one of the best potato salads ever. It's made with chopped peanuts, fresh tarragon, chipotle chili flakes, fresh lemon juice, and extra virgin olive oil and would be great served with grilled mushrooms. Barbecued chocolate and walnut bananas. It's easy to forget dessert when you're so focused on the main event, but this banana boat recipe is so simple and delicious, it's sure to become a barbecue regular. All the prep can be done ahead of time, and the only bit of skill involves not cutting the bananas completely in half. Grilled pineapple with salted caramel. Grilled pineapple is a summer taste sensation. Slices of pineapple are marinated in maple syrup and cinnamon, grilled, and then served with salted caramel sauce and ice cream. The recipe is completely vegan, but you could make the sauce with dairy butter and cream if it doesn't need to be plant-based. It will taste fabulous whichever way. Barbecued banana bread. Yes, you really can bake banana bread over fire. You just need a pizza stone to sit the cake tin on. This simple recipe uses walnuts and rum-soaked sultanas the same way as if you were using the oven. Once the bread is baked, cut thick slices, toast over the fire, sprinkle with sugar, and serve with vanilla ice cream.